Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. It is that time of year again. The Sephora Spring VIB sale starts this Friday for Rouge. I feel like we just had the fall sale, but you know what? I'm not mad at it because there's a lot of stuff on my list that I want to get, and this is the perfect time for me to do it. I am so excited to dive into all of my recommendations today. We have a ton of good products that I cannot wait to share with you. So you know the drill, grab a snack, grab a drink, and let's get into these recommendations. So like I said, the sale is going to start on April 10th for Rouge members. And if you are Rouge, you get 20% off everything at Sephora. And then for VIB and insiders, the sale is going to start on April 14th for you. So if you're VIB, you get 15% off. And if you're insider, you get 10% off. But starting April 10th, no matter your tier, anybody can shop 30% off all Sephora collection items. So if you're VIB or insider, you don't have to wait until the 14th to shop Sephora collection. You can get it on Friday. We're going to start off with primers. If you're in the market for a new primer, definitely go and check out the Danessa Myricks Gondola. Her products are incredibly good, and there's a primer for everyone. You have dry skin, you have oily skin, you have combo skin. She has you covered in the primer category. I definitely recommend checking out the water powder serum. This is great because it goes on like a serum, but it dries down to a powder. Interesting, right? I love this primer for when I still want to control the oils throughout the day and I still want to be mattified, but I don't want to be intensely mattified. I like this one because it's a really nice lightweight primer. And then of course, we have the blurring balm powder, which if you know, you know. This primer is one of my tried and trues. I've gone through multiples of these. This is a balm to powder kind of formula. I have mine in the shade Universal, but she also has tinted ones. So if you want to go in with like one that you can just put on every day, still have that upslight in here which controls the oils and have a tint to it, she has that option for you. She also has glowy serums too if you like more of a glowy, hydrated look. But if you walk into Sephora and you're like, I want to get a new primer, go to Danessa Myricks. Aside from blush, foundations are like my second favorite thing I'm recommending to you today. NARS has been my tried and true. I love these two foundations. You all know that I always wear the NARS Light Reflecting. I love how this looks like skin. I love that it gives you a lit from within glow. I also love the wear of this foundation. It's so beautiful. I have combo skin and I don't feel like this is too much or leaves me feeling greasy throughout the day. This is perfect. This is my everyday foundation. 9 times out of 10 when you see one of my videos, this is my foundation I'm wearing. We have a new foundation from NARS. This is the new Soft Matte foundation. This is beautiful. I have it on today and I have been loving this foundation. The shade that I'm in NARS is Marquise. Only thing with that particular shade is you have to get it on the NARS website or at ULTA, but they do sell this foundation at Sephora. They just don't sell the entire shade range, which I don't love, but you definitely can go and check this out at Sephora and shade match yourself and see if there's a shade there that works for you. This is one of those matte foundations that really doesn't look matte on the skin. I just feel like it gives you more of like this really soft blurred finish. I love how my base looks today. Like my makeup today is eating, okay? I definitely want to recommend one of my favorite full coverage foundations. I think that they're discontinuing this and that makes me so upset, okay? Because first of all, this just came out last year, I believe. I think this came out last year. This is the One Size Turn Up the Bait Full Beat Liquid Foundation. This has been on super sale at Sephora, so I do think the sale is a great time to pick this up because it's already on sale and the sale price stacks on top of this foundation. Best believe, I already got like 5 backups of this. I think this is one of the best full coverage foundations on the market and it just makes me so sad. Like, why are they getting rid of it? Who told them to do that? Every time I think about it, I get very upset because I'm like, why? Moving on to concealers, I have 2 that I want to recommend. First up is the new Patrick Ta concealer. This is a very beautiful concealer, especially if you want something that's more medium coverage and also gives you more of like this satiny, natural kind of finish. It is such a beautiful, beautiful formula. I have really been enjoying this. I think this is perfect for every day as well. And honestly, Patrick really surprised me with this formula. I think it's definitely one to check out. We know Patrick Ta is a little bit more of luxury priced. I also don't think Patrick Ta goes on sale often on his website. So yeah, definitely check these out. The other concealer is the concealer I'm wearing today, the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Concealer. By far one of my favorite products from Charlotte Tilbury. This is so beautiful. This is definitely a full coverage concealer, but it's not one of those full coverage concealers that looks cakey. Would I say that this is an everyday concealer? No. Definitely with this concealer, a little bit goes a long way. I put on way too much today, as you can see in the demo, but I definitely made it work. I blended it out. I love reaching for this concealer when I just want a nice glam moment. I feel like this is so underrated. Not a lot of people talked about this powder. The shade range could definitely be updated. We can use a few more shades in the shade range, but the formula of this powder, beautiful. It is so blurring. I have been using this powder so much recently. The shade that I've been using is Neutral Peach. I love it. I have it on today, and I just think this is such a gorgeous powder. It's talc free, there's no shimmer in it, but it almost looks kind of natural on the skin, but it still sets everything down. I definitely feel like more people should try out this powder because I definitely think you'd be surprised at how blurring this is under the eyes. Next product I want to recommend is from Natasha Denona. This is another underrated product, and again, I feel like if more people tried out this formula, you would be impressed. The way that this melts into the skin, it's like butter, okay? It is true butter. Every time that I use this, I'm just so in love with the overall finish of it and how it looks on the skin. And it also is hydrating at the same time with a ton of pigment. But y'all, I will say the packaging not ideal, okay? It's not an ideal packaging, but the formula is where it's at. I have been very impressed with a lot of Natasha's formulas she's been coming out with. I feel like they're very innovative and they really bring something different to her line. If you're in the market for a new liquid cream bronzer, this one right here. I don't have a new powder bronzer to recommend, but I definitely feel like I should recommend this bronzer because it's the one I've been reaching for the most recently, and I love it. I also feel like for this time of year, this is perfect because this entire range of these NARS powder bronzers has a lot of warmth in them, and I just feel like they're great for the summer. The Laguna bronzer from NARS, definitely recommend checking out. You get a lot of product in here. This pan is huge. I have had this for so long. It's so pigmented that you don't need a lot of this. It has a lot of pigment to it. The Huda Beauty pressed powders, these are incredible. These are way better than the first one she came out with. This is what I was expecting the first launch to actually be. I use these every single time that I do my makeup. I cannot do my makeup without this. I feel like this is the perfect pressed powder to smooth everything over, to help clean up the blush, and just make everything look more airbrushed and finished. It is a beautiful, beautiful powder. So I have the shade Banana Bread, and then this one is Kanafa Blondie. This is the one I use when I want a little bit more brightness under the eyes, but if I just want a little bit more of like a neutralized brightness, Banana Bread is the shade for me. They're both yellow powders. As you can see, Kanafa Blondie is a lot more yellow. If I had to choose just one that I use the most, it would be Banana Bread. We gotta get into blush. You know your girl is gonna come through when it comes to a blush, okay? When it comes to a blush moment, best believe I got you covered. I have a ton of blushes I want to recommend, and I made sure to recommend shades and formulas that I think are perfect for the spring and the summer. And honestly, a lot of these products that I have in my recommendations are perfect for this time of year. Starting off with the Rhode Pocket Blushes. This is a blush formula that truly grew on me. I love a nice glowy blush. I love a blush that can really pop through underneath the powder and just give me a nice glow to the cheek. This blush combo, we're about to get into it in a second. But Rhode Pocket Blushes are already so popular and a lot of people already love them, so you probably don't need to hear me talk about them. But I just have to say, if you're on the fence about them, get a shade, try it out, especially if you like a more dewy, glowy kind of blush. Also, if you love a blush that packs pigment. These are really, really beautiful. I honestly don't know which shade I love the most. I feel like for this time of year, I reach for Sun Soak the most. Sun Soak is more of like an orange kind of blush, so I feel like this is perfect for this time of year. There's pinks, there's terracottas, there's berry shades. There's a really nice range to choose from, so really you are bound to find a shade that you're gonna love. I definitely want to recommend the Huda Beauty Faux Filters, especially if you love a glowy blush. This glow that you see on my cheeks is the Huda Beauty blush. I have on the shade Intense Guava underneath the powder blush. When I tell y'all, I went in with so many different blushes today just to try to demo more of the products. This blush is stunning. I love this blush from Huda, and it gives you a really nice glow to the cheeks. And this shade is intense. This is by far my favorite shade out of the entire line. I saw she's dropping 2 new shades, and best believe one of those shades is definitely on my wish list to pick up. I do wish the packaging was different, but aside from that, the formula, beautiful. The other blush I have on is the Rare Beauty Bouncy Blush. Now this is one of those soft matte bouncy putty kind of blushes. I have on the shade Thriving today. This is a gorgeous raspberry pink. I love this blush formula because it really acts like a powder blush. I think it's such an easy formula to work with. You can build it up and sheer it out if you want to. The shade range is beautiful. This is one of my favorite shade ranges on the market because you have so many different tones to choose from. You have an orange, you have berries, you have more of like terracotta colors. There's truly something for everyone, and I feel like if you love more of those putty, bouncy, soft matte blurring blushes, I would definitely check these out. Speaking of blurring blushes, I have to recommend the Tower 28 Get Set blushes. I love these two shades so much. I reach for these all the time. These are the two shades in the collab with Tony Bravo. These have so much pigment to them. These are a powder blush that also give you a blur on the cheeks. Every Sephora recommendations video, I have to recommend a Patrick Ta blush. I just feel like when it comes to blushes at Sephora, this is one of those blushes where you get the most for your money because you get a cream and a powder in one compact. I pulled out 3 of my favorite shades that I want to recommend. First one is She Goes to the Gym. This is a gorgeous mauve kind of blush. I'm wearing the cream today and the powder. Like I said, I went in with a ton of different blushes today to create this blush combo, but I really love this blush shade for every day, especially this cream. It's so beautiful on my skin tone. Then we have She's Giving. If you like that more bright bubblegum pink, perfect for spring. And then we also have She's Vibrant, which is a really stunning coral shade. Love the Patrick Ta blushes. If you have not tried them, they are incredibly good. Highly, highly recommend them. Lastly, for blush, I want to recommend these Charlotte Tilbury Unreal Blush Sticks. This is another release that I feel like was very brushed over when it came out. Not a lot of people talked about them, but they're good, okay? They're very good if you like more of a glowy blush that gives you equal amounts of pigment and glow. And I also have to say, all of the blushes that I've recommended today last a long time on the cheeks. They're still very much visible throughout the day, so they wear really beautifully. I love these Charlotte Tilbury blush sticks. Next to the concealer from her, the blush sticks are my favorite product from them. Before we get into lips, I gotta recommend a few makeup prep products. I was contemplating if I wanted to recommend these 2 products only because I recommend them literally every chance that I get. So I don't know, I just felt weird not recommending them because they are a true staple in my makeup prep routine. I cannot do my makeup without these 2 products. They're both from Rhode, the Rhode Glazing Milk and the Rhode Glazing Mist. I definitely need to pick up a backup of the mist during the sale. I already have a backup of the Glazing Milk, so I'm good on this, but I love both of these products. I love starting off my routine with the mist, just giving my skin that extra hydration that it needs. And then I love going in with the milk because then it makes me look like a glazed donut. It makes my skin very plump and hydrated. I love these products, and I truly feel like these 2 products make a huge difference with how all of my products apply on my skin for moisturizer and giving your skin that extra hydration that it needs. These are SMRX 10 out of 10 Barrier Boost. This has more of a gel-like formula. It is very lightweight on the skin, but it really does leave your skin feeling plump and hydrated. This has been a true game changer for me as well. This is also a formula that's going to repair your skin barrier, so that's an even bigger plus for me. She did her thing with this. I honestly would love to see an eye cream from her. An eye cream would be really, really nice. Let's get into lippies. I have so many to recommend. I've tried a ton of lip products recently. Starting off with lip liner, I definitely wanted to recommend these new ones from YSL. These are the Lip Shaper lip liners. If you like a lip liner that's creamy, blendable, sets down, and lasts long, these right here. They're just as good as my Makeup by Mario lip liner. And that says a lot because y'all know how much I love Makeup by Mario. I have on the shade 110 right now, and I love it. I have been reaching for this lip liner every single time I do my makeup. I want to recommend these Charlotte Tilbury Unreal Lips, especially if you want a lip oil that has longevity to it. These are very, very good. I have 3 different shades. I have strawberry, vanilla, cherry, and peach. Whenever I want a nice glossy shine and I want that hydration, these are nice, and they have really nice scents to them as well. I just think these are perfect for the spring and the summer. They're really fun to apply. Honestly, they actually feel very nostalgic, so that's why I really, really like these. I've been loving the new Rhode Peptide Lip Boost. This is like a thick lip mask. I love using this at nighttime. When I apply this and I wake up, this is still on my lips. My lips feel really hydrated and plump. It also has like a pepperminty kind of feel to it, so it kind of tingles a little bit because it is a plumper, and it's gonna plump your lips over time. This is very good, and I highly recommend this, and I also recommend the Peptide lip treatments. Honestly, any of the Rhode lip treatments are very good, but this new one, I have mine in the scent Sugar Mint, and it does go on pretty clear even though it has a slight pink tint to it. YSL came out with some new lip blushers that I have very much been enjoying these. I cannot put these down. The finish of this is more of like a cushiony, plush, moussey, cloud kind of texture on the lips. What kind of description is that? This is one of those formulas that truly fills in the lip lines and really just leave your lips feeling cushiony and plush, and I've really been enjoying these. I feel like YSL knows what they're doing when it comes to lip products. Next lip formula I want to recommend are the Lawless lip glosses. I love these glosses. These definitely have more of like a plumping kind of tingly sensation, but it's not burning or anything like that. This gloss formula actually lasts on the lips. It's not sticky at all, and they really have some gorgeous shades. They just came out with some new nude shades, and those definitely recommend checking out. They're stunning. The shade Skinny Dip, so pretty. I can't believe there was a point in time where I had never tried these. What? The last lip product I wanted to recommend are from Fenty Beauty. And even though I know Fenty does 30% off on their site a lot, if you just so happen to miss it and you want to get a new Fenty lip product or new Fenty gloss, they recently came out with the Water Brat collection, and they have these two glosses. If you can get your hands on these, highly recommend. They are so pretty. They also came out with the shade Rose Amber in the original gloss bomb formula, and they have it in the lip oil formula. I love Rose Amber. I have on the Rose Amber gloss right now, and it's a gorgeous cool toned brown. I love this gloss shade. Dare I say I love this shade more than Hot Chocolate, and I've gone through multiples of Hot Chocolate. I gotta recommend a few setting sprays to check out. These two sprays, let's talk about them. The One Size Powder Melt, highly recommend. I already have a backup of this, but I'm thinking I need to get another backup for my backup because I'm just about out of this one, which lets you know how much I love this. I love that this is one of those sprays that really helps your makeup to not look cakey and powdery. This is for those of you who don't like that powdery look. This spray is definitely going to get rid of that powdery kind of look and give you this really gorgeous glass shine to the skin. Makeup by Mario setting spray, again, definitely underrated. I feel like this one makes your makeup look lived in. It almost kind of reminds me of like a MAC Fix Plus kind of spray, and I've been loving using this throughout my makeup routine to help really melt those powders together and just help everything to blend better and look more seamless. And then the last spray is, of course, the Liquid Blurring Balm from Danessa. This dries down to more of like a powdery finish, but it really does help the longevity of your makeup. I like to spray this and then go on with a sponge and kind of tap it in just to really help lock it into the skin. If you're a fan of Danessa Myricks products, I think you're really going to enjoy this one. Let's get into some eye products. So I only have one eyeshadow brand I guess I want to recommend. I really wanted to recommend these Patrick Ta 6-man palettes because the way that these are such an essential for me in my everyday makeup routine, I'm not kidding. I use these literally every single day. I use both of these palettes today. So I have the medium and the deep. I use majority of the medium shades today, but I use the black from this palette for my wing. I love the formula of these. These mattes literally blend themselves. And I also love the different tones of brown you have in here. I love the gradient in here. And I also love that this is one of those formulas where if you go in with a deep shade and then go in with a light shade on top, the colors aren't altered. You can actually see each shade that you put down. They don't mix together and blend away. So I love Patrick's eyeshadow formula. Hopefully we see more of these 6-man palettes because they are worth every single penny. Now, every sale, I feel like I recommend the Patrick Ta single shadows only because they are so expensive, but I feel like the sale is a great time to pick them up and save a little bit of coin on them. I'm wearing this duo today. This is the shade Do You Know Who I Am. I'm wearing this top shade right here. As you can see, I use it all the time, and I also travel with these. I love how these are quick and easy one and done kind of shadows, or I'll take one of these matte shadows from the 6-man palette, pop it in the crease, and pop this all on the lid, and I have a completed eye look that looks like I took a lot of time to do it. This is one of my favorite glam eye looks to do. I just love how wet these single shadows look on the eyes. They're super eye-catching. For a liquid liner, I definitely wanted to recommend the Rare Beauty liquid liner. Again, 9 times out of 10, when you see me wearing a liquid liner, it's the Rare Beauty one. It's a brush tip liner, and I just love that you have so much control with this. Very easy to use. Literally, it's all in the flick of the wrist. I feel like you don't have to work too hard to apply this. Now, let's get into some body and fragrance. This is good. I'm excited about this. I have 2 body butters I want to recommend. The first one is from Fenty. This is the whipped body cream in the scent Guava Getaway. I love this scent so much. This is by far my favorite. Out of all of her body creams, this one is the best. honestly. So I really wanted to recommend this, even though it's limited edition. I did see she's coming out with a mini guava getaway and a mini guava getaway lip oil. Definitely want to have a mini version of this. If you love more of a fruity, tropical, summery kind of scent, this is such a good one, and I highly recommend checking these out. The way that they leave your skin looking is, one, of course, it hydrates, but it leaves your skin looking like you just put on a body oil, which I love. And the other body cream I recommend is definitely a splurge. The Patrick Ta body cream, oh my gosh, I love the scent of this so much. It is so good. Now, this is a body cream I only use when I'm going somewhere, okay? And I want that skin to be glowy. This is what I'm reaching for. It is so nice and so luxe, but of course, save some coin on it. If you're in Sephora, please go and smell this and try this out. It's definitely one of those items, if you like to buy perfume, you might really like a product like this. You might really like the finish of this, the smell of this, how it looks. I feel like when I wear this, I don't even have to wear perfume. Speaking of not having to wear perfume when I wear a product, the Fleur body oils. Insanely good. So I have vanilla skin and missing person. I think they only have these two, but I feel like I'm at the point where any body oil they come out with any of their scents, I'm going to buy. I just saw that they're coming out with a shimmering body oil in the scent Beach Skin. It's coming out after the sale, but I'm still getting it. I have it on right now and I love how this looks on the skin, but I also love that I don't even have to put on the fragrance to match the body oil because it's already so fragrant. You can already smell the fragrance so much in these body oils. Highly, highly recommend these. Since we're talking about Fleur, of course I have to recommend some Fleur body mist. These are the two that I pulled out to recommend. Honestly, any Fleur product I highly recommend checking out. Specifically for this time of year, Beach Skin and Coconut Skin are my two favorites to pull out because the way that these smell, if you don't like coconut, you're not gonna like coconut skin. But I love this one. This is a fruity gourmand. I wouldn't say that it's fruity, honestly. I feel like it's not sweet. It's not a sweet, fruity gourmand. This has palm leaf, caramel gelato, coconut. It has liquid sandalwood, salted amber. This one is definitely more beachy, more salty. I think I really get that caramel and that coconut in here. It's more of like a warm kind of scent. I love it. Beach Skin has bergamot, pink pepper, solar accord, coconut, melon, sandalwood, vanilla, musk. It's definitely along the lines of the Way St. Bart's, but slightly different. I really like this one. Next fragrance to recommend, the Kayali Capri in a bottle. This smells like a lemon drop. This is the perfect time of year for this fragrance. I'm so happy I finally got my hands on it. And I think this is a great time to pick up any Kayali fragrance if you've been eyeing it. I saw she has 2 new fragrances that came out. Best believe on my wish list. Okay, best believe I'll be getting my hands on those. Lastly for fragrance, all from Ellis Brooklyn. These I absolutely love. Miami Nectar is that girl. Okay, this is definitely summery, beachy. Absolutely love this one. This is very tropical. Isla Serena is like you're sitting on the beach drinking a salty margarita. Okay? Okay? This smells very good, but layer this with Miami Nectar. That combo, chef's kiss. Banana milkshake body mist from Ellis Brooklyn. So yummy. This is like a creamy whipped banana. This is perfect for this time of year. I feel like this is the perfect spring body mist, and I love this one. So this is rich, flirty, and decadent. It has a banana milk, pine berry, and vanilla ice cream. It is so nostalgic as well. I also really love the marshmallow body mist, but like I said, I try to keep my recommendations kind of along the lines of like spring, summery kind of products, but I will say marshmallow I would wear all year round. Check out any of the Ellis Brooklyn body mists. My last couple of recommendations are brushes. I cannot have a Sephora recommendations video without recommending a few brushes. Makeup by Mario F4 is in literally all of my recommendations videos. This is such a multi-use brush. I use the fluffier side for my liquid bronzer today, and then I use the smaller side for my liquid blush. Love this, and I always love traveling with this as well. These other 2 brushes are from Patrick Ta. We have the Precision Blush Brush. So you have one side for cream, one side for powder. Absolutely love these brushes. His nose contour brush, one of my favorites for nose contouring because you have this side for your creams. And then of course you have the fluffy side for blending out your powders or blending out the cream if you want to. That is it for my spring Sephora recommendations video. I hope you all enjoyed it. I know this was a long one. I am so excited to shop the sale. I cannot wait for Friday because your girl has a lot on her wish list, which, speaking of wish list, my wish list video should be up next on my channel. Definitely go and check that out so you can kind of help me narrow down what's on my wish list, what I should pick up, what I should skip. So you can help your girl out because I got a lot of stuff on my list, okay, that really needs to be narrowed down. But I hope you all enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I will definitely catch you in my next video. Bye, guys.